Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our latest Freedom Healthcare Member Spotlight. And I'm super excited to have with us today Rose Dichov, and she is with Sonoran Nurse Consultants. She's one of our newest affiliate providers, and we're going to dig in a little bit today to chat about what she's doing. But she actually focuses on 40 years of patient advocacy services, supporting clients through complex medical conditions as a result of living in our modern world and exposure to a lot of our environmental toxins. Sonoran Nurse Consultants works to help clients stay out of emergency rooms for preventable health issues. And if they are hospitalized, their clinical experience in the hospitals helps ensure the best health outcomes by closely following the treatment plan and communicating with the hospital personnel that are involved. So, welcome, Anne, to your new member spotlight. So, tell me, we kind of know the name of the clinic, but tell me about the name of your business, the ministry, and more on the scope of work and what you do.
Thank you, Julie. First, I would like to just correct the pronunciation of my complex last name,
Thank
my
you.
Russian father, when my parents immigrated. Anyway, it is pronounced Dishov, and
Thank
I
you.
have heard
Thank
it
you.
pronounced Dykov in the past by teachers, so no problem. I am so excited to be with Freedom Healthcare, Julie. Sonoran Nurse Consultants really is just me at this point. Years ago, about 12 years ago, when I left the sick care system and went as an independent patient advocate, I thought that other nurses would be joining me. Well, it hasn't quite happened yet. So I keep it plural with that intention that it will grow that way. I am living now.
I'm sure there'll be more that want to join you because there's a lot of things moving out there.
Yes, yes. And we really do need our nurses circulating. And so my intention is to have a mobile ministry with Freedom Healthcare in this rural area and probably beyond a little bit. And primarily the scope of my work has been to do a critical read of a person's medical records. It's amazing what we can find documented in these things. And I do a couple of reads and prepare a communication tool called the MediKey, a process that I learned years ago. And so what I've learned is as an experienced clinical nurse, I know what it is that the medical doctors need to see, especially in the emergency rooms. So if I have a client going into the ER for whatever reason, I fax that Medikey to the charge nurse in the ER, and then the doctor, the nurse for the patient, my client, is informed on very important aspects of the health history. So I love that work that I do. Of course, I'm trying to keep people out of the emergency room because now what I have learned is I call it the sick care system. I heard it referred to as a sick care system years ago, and it just really applies. People are very busy there in the hospitals. It's just a better, I think, for quality of life and enjoying our lives, it's better not to have to always cycle through those places.
Yeah, yeah. So, why did you choose this career path and education? Like, how did you get into this?
I think the sick care system forced me out. It was very clear. I call myself an agent back when I was working for about 20, it was almost 30 years of working as an agent of the pharmaceutical industry, hanging the chemotherapy, bringing cupfuls of pills. I remember working with a woman, probably, she could have been around 90, and she was in the hospital bed, and I'm there running toward her with this cup of pills to the bedside. And I remember her energy stopped me. And how could I bring this cup of pills, expect her to just take all? So I realized I needed to take my nursing show on the road. And that's what I did with the independent patient advocacy, hoping to help people before they had to enter that system at all. It was the sick care system that drove me out. And the experience has really been good.
What made you decide to want to become a nurse?
It was someone else who suggested it to me. I was probably I had been going to school studying Slavic language and literature at UC Berkeley. And I ended up not finishing a degree in that, but someone in that era, I was about 21 years old, said, "Have you ever thought about being a nurse?" My life since then really has been in service, just in service. And now I'm very, very pleased to be serving uh, the Almighty and everyone.
Love it. I love it. Yep. God moves us exactly where we're supposed to be.
Yes,
So
indeed.
how do you fit into this new paradigm of healthcare that we're creating?
First and foremost, Julie, I do believe in God, and that is my my light. And so I am thrilled to have met you and to become a member of Freedom Healthcare now. It's been over a year and a half, I believe. And I don't know, I got your email a couple of years, 3 years ago, whenever it was. You were still here in Arizona, I think. And I just haven't turned back. It just is the guiding light for me. And really, for me, uh, this is home. It feels like home. And so it's I don't know if I chose it or it was chosen for me.
Love that. I love that you say it feels like home. That's very cool. So how do you specifically collaborate with Freedom Healthcare, and what do you offer our Freedom Healthcare members?
It is amazing on the Godcasts, some of the guests that you've had on the Oasis of Hope Hospital, and now, most excitingly, Medicinals and Javelin, to really understand the situation that we are in as a humanity. And so I plan on working very closely with Medicinals and Javelin, offering those services to my clients, because one of the things also about Sonoran Nurse Consultants is community health education. And right now, there's a definite desire among society not to go there in terms of looking at the damage by that spike protein. And so I am going to take that step and see what happens there. And I believe for our members in Freedom Healthcare, I just bring that experience. I am great for another clinical opinion when people have heard nothing beneficial from the conventional world. And so I'm excited to bring that to Freedom Healthcare members.
I love that. And I love your passion around medicinals and what the community doesn't want to see. And it's huge because people don't want to realize that if they did take the shot, that they made a mistake, or what's actually happened to our bodies if they got COVID, or even if they didn't, and how the spike has permeated virtually the entire population, and how important it is to get that word out to the community about medicinals and the product, and that they can actually clear the spike out of their system. This is huge, and that's why it really is a big push for what we're doing too through all of our providers and the emails and everything, to let people know, hey, this is a big deal. People don't understand why they're having more health issues, or why they're getting sicker, staying sicker longer, or they're tired, whatever it is. There's a reason behind it. And it really does come down to education, because this had never been before, and we have to help people see and know the truth so that they can tackle their own health and be able to help people. So I love that you are that advocate there in Arizona to really be speaking to this, because people need to know the truth, and we need to help them get back to a place of healing. So I love that. What
Thank you, Julie. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say you are such a good orator, and you stated that very nicely, and it's exactly where I am at. Uh, it is that fear right now that people are locked into, whether they know it or not. And so I'm just thrilled to hear about medicinals. I actually spoke with Carl Clift yesterday, and so have a much greater understanding of the company, the history, and it's very exciting to know that there is something that is working for people.
Yeah. The only thing that's working, the only thing
Mhm.
that's working, and that it's all natural, that it's not
Yes,
pharmaceutically driven. That's huge.
yes,
And we're
yes.
working on getting the information for the two tests up. So it'll
Hmm.
be available for people to go to the website. We'll direct them to the practitioners that are actually involved in doing it, like you. So
Hmm.
this is a big deal. So we're I'm passionate about it too. It's like I want to see people healed spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. It's one fell swoop. We got to get people healed. So
I do
what?
want to just, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, Julie, I just wanted to say one of the things I learned on the Godcast, I think it might have been with Dr. Contreras at Oasis of Hope, that as a board certified holistic nurse for many years in my past, we were always saying body, mind, and spirit. And it, of course, body, mind, and spirit. But I heard it referred to as spirit, mind, and body. And that is how I refer to it now. And I love that. It just is the way. And so I just wanted to throw that in.
I love that because, and I may have mentioned that to Francisco because when Freedom Healthcare first started, I'm looking at, okay, what are we going to put in the website? What's going to be in here? And I'm like, okay, body, mind, spirit, nature based healing. And I hear the Holy Spirit go, that's backwards. And I sat there for a few minutes going, what do you mean it's backwards? And I went, oh my gosh, it's spirit, mind, body. So again,
Yeah.
what has happened in our sixth system is it's been counterfeit and flipped upside down. Well, we're flipping it right side up. And that's why the focus really is spiritually first, and then emotionally, mentally, and physically. It all works together, but the system has taken the spiritual piece of healing out, and we're going to help people find that way back. So we really are taken back to our creator's nature, his big N nature, and his little n
Mhm.
creation for healing. So that was an eye opener for me when the Holy Spirit goes, that's backwards. Like what? So pretty interesting. Okay, so tell me one
Hmm.
key point or takeaway that you would like to share with those watching today.
Well, for sure, because I realize that for myself now, that we are never alone and God will never abandon us. And when someone is going through, as people are now, with very complex medical issues, they may say, God has abandoned them. And what is very clear to me is that God will never abandon us. We need to reach out in our darkest moments, if we're there in the dark, thinking, that's it. We're never alone. And I want to make sure that anyone I work with understands that we are never alone. And we just have to work through the complexities. We'll get through it. And it's a we, because as a certainly my RN experience and as an advocate, I'm there for the person step by step.
Love it. It's
I would
true.
like to share that.
No, I love it. We're never alone. We've got them with us all the time. And we just have to ask for the healing and for any information that we need. It's like My favorite, well, second favorite verse, Jeremiah 33:3, call to me and I will answer you and I will teach you great and unsearchable things you do not know. So we literally just have to ask, and he will
Yeah,
give us the information and the wisdom and what we need.
that is
Well,
it, Julie.
well, thank you, Anne, for being with us today. I hope everyone enjoyed this. We now have a great nurse advocate in Arizona. So thank you, Anne, for being with us. And thank you, everybody, for watching our member spotlight today with Sonoran Nurse Consultants. Have a great day.